I were to give him a hard-boiled egg warm, fresh out of the pan.
No.
Nope.
It's the cold. Oh, no, not even
that. The consistency.
Gotcha.
It's the thickness of the egg, of the whites.
Could you chug an egg?
Yeah, I could do it. I could do a raw egg, yeah.
Right.
Does that make sense? This makes no
Nah,
sense.
there's some inconsistency.
Totally.
Something happened as a child.
Yes.
It did. I was dropped.
Trust me.
I was dropped on my egghead. I have an egghead, so that's why I have an egg situation.
So in other words, you won't eat anything that looks like your head.
Exactly.
Boat and RV.
There you go.
I don't know about that. Breasts are round.
We got an Atlanta Brave bases juice situation.
Just a tiny bit down.
They're in the bottom of the sixth. It's 1-1.
The house is a
You
little bit
guys, can
hot.
you guys hear the Can you guys? You
I
mean
hear
Tony? You mean
Penn
hear
State's
it.
not
Tony
playing
hear
right
the
now, are they?
station?
I just saw something about Penn State.
Luigi Curto 20 says, you are an egghead.
Are we out again? Right? No, I hear the station. We're not out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear the
Josh,
station.
are you there?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
Get to the landmark America. 30 seconds. Part of Glassboro for what will be a
So
great
Colin's
football
gone, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
Colin-
obviously, we
yeah.
lost
Joe,
him.
which line are you? Are you line
Anything
one?
you want it to be.
Yes.
Experience.
Here,
the
let me turn
landmark
this-
Americana.
there, how's
It's
that?
the
Yeah,
Monday
I can
night
hear it
home of
now.
Bruno,
Okay.
Aton and McMullen. Presented by Corona and South Jersey's football home every Eagles game day.
Coming back next.
Americana.
Okay.
You'll know it when you get there.
When's the
And
Godfather,
you'll always
later?
remember it when you
Yeah, bottom of the
leave.
hour, I'll
Go
get
to
him in.
Landmark Americana in Glassboro this football season. Who
Those
knows
shrimp are
who you'll
mighty
see?
crunchy.
You're listening to the Thursday Night Football Countdown to Kickoff Show with Tony Bruno and Harry Mays. Presented by Body Check Wellness. Powered by Davio Steakhouse. And fueled by IBEW Local 98. John Dougherty, Business Manager.
You know what they do, right? They smile in your face, and all they want to do is take your place. You know who they are, right? Those backstabbers, baby.
Those backstab.
None of those people here. Not at Screwballs on a Thursday night.
We are
Countdown to
family.
kickoff.
We are
Tony
family.
Bruno, the whole gang. And remember when this song started, what they say? What they do. All the time, they want to take your place, those backstabbers. I should do karaoke here on Thursday nights.
After the show, they do.
Yeah, we'll have
karaoke.
karaoke back last week.
Coincidentally.
Last week there wasn't karaoke because the Eagles game was on.
Oh.
But tonight,
It'll be on tonight.
right after 9 o'clock, they set the karaoke up.
It's right up in the marquee. You
What
just
are we
have to
gonna
look
sing?
outside.
Exactly.
It's right up there.
Karaoke.
What? I mean, between the marquee outside, the Tolman Joe's newsletter,
Snubs.
I don't understand it.
It's an outrage is what it is.
Thank God we have the Golden Bears.
Yes, we do. Meanwhile, let's get back to the business.
The Biz.
We apologize for something just dropped. And not my new CD. That's coming up later on in the week. But so the phone line, we were on with Colin, of course. Colin Thompson down there getting ready for the Temple football game, which will be on TV tonight. We mentioned in baseball, we got the Braves right now. It's 1-1. Bases loaded. They're in the bottom of the sixth inning in Atlanta. And the Cardinals and Braves are tied at 1, but the Braves have the bases loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth inning in a pitcher's duel down in Atlanta tonight. And, of course, the Thursday night football game, we were talking about that before Colin came on. And you, of course, go with the chalk all the time, Coach. Why is it?
What does that mean?
The favorite.
Are they the favorite?
Yeah,
See, I don't
what's
really-
interesting
I don't
about-
read any of that before we go on the show. I just go with gut, heart,
The
and
thing,
soul.
the thing about this, what's interesting about this game is that the Rams, when the Vegas line was put up on Sunday night, the Rams were favored by 2.5 points. And now all of a sudden the line is flipped, and Seattle is favored by 1.5. So that means that the money is obviously going towards Seattle's way, so they had to adjust the line to make. Now, obviously, we saw the Rams get destroyed at home by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who dropped 50 on them 55 in that crazy game. So what happens, gamblers are like, oh, I'm worried about this. This is not the same Rams team, They can't run the football. Look at Jared Goff. He throws 100 times and he gets big numbers, but he doesn't score. And so that's what's going on. And as you mentioned, Seattle at home is just incredible. And I have the numbers to prove it right now because I don't just throw stuff out there. You know that, Coach.
So, Tony, the line is only moving because of what the bettors are doing. Because I don't gamble and
Right.
I'm not into the lines and all that. So, nothing to do with football. Nothing to do with somebody's injured. Something this.
No,
something
it's just
that.
it's what
where
the
money's
gamblers
flowing.
think's going to happen, and that's what the line is all about. It's about Who do we think that? And the gamblers and the houses, they want 50-50 split. They want people to lose both ways. You know what I mean? They want people to bet all one way or all the other way, or a half and half. They don't want everybody on one side.
Right.
Because then when they
get
lose,
killed,
they get killed.
Right.
It
So anyway,
almost appears to me that this season, more than ever, in this early part of the season, the lines there's monumental moves every week on these games.
and there's a lot of road teams, and a lot of the road teams that won last week were all favored. So they're supposed to win. So just because a team is at home doesn't mean they're going to win. They could be underdogs, but the road teams have been doing so well this year, and that's the case tonight. That's why I picked Seattle tonight with this game, even though the numbers are all in favor of Seattle. At home, they are 6-2 on Thursday Night Football, 4-1 at home, Seattle, 17-2 straight up, and 15-3-1 against the spread in the Pete Carroll era. So obviously at that stadium up there, they have a great
tough to beat
crowd.
up there.
It's tough to win.
Wait, you're going with Seattle or the Rams?
No, I'm going with the Rams. Did I say
'cause you said
Seattle?
Seattle, yes, sir.
So here's the interesting thing.
Okay.
The Rams, meanwhile, since McVay's been the coach, they've been pretty good. In fact, 5-0 on Thursday Night Football, 4-3. And so you look at so this is a toss-up game is what I'm saying. As even though Seattle's favored at home, the Rams, everybody thinks, well, this isn't the same Ram team. I'm telling you tonight, I expect the Rams to find a way to win this game. They play well also under their head coach since he's been in there. And so that's why I'm going with the Rams plus 1.5 points tonight. And why I'm doing that is because I think they have a chance to win the game.
All right, Tone. So I'm going to take Seattle. You're going to take the Rams.
Exactly.
If I lose, I'm going to get you your anchovy pizza from Angelo's.
Okay.
By the way, what
mini,
happened?
Tito's and Club.
What happened to the pizza tonight?
We didn't order the pizza tonight.
I thought
we
we
didn't
were getting
order it.
pizza tonight.
We were all sitting here. We were procrastinating. And then nobody actually went in and made the order to Tony next door at Angelo's.
We should
Or
just
his
have
wife.
him do it every week now.
We should have a pie ready for us when we get in here.
I went over and I looked for Tony. He wasn't there.
No, I didn't see him either. And I don't know the rest of the people in there. They don't know me. They probably just said, "Get the hell. Who are you? Get out of here. Get out."
You're the one guy that orders anchovies on our pizza.
Exactly. He would
It's
say,
all of King of Prussia.
Although it is on the menu
Shame.
as its own pizza. It's not like a specialty
All right.
order.
I stand corrected.
It's not like when you go to
Shame removed.
go to In-N-Out Burger, and then you have you go off the menu, or there's a lot of restaurants where they have things that are not on the menu, but you have to ask for them, and they know what they are. You know what I'm saying?
The secret.
Yeah, it's not
Secret
on the
sauce.
menu ingredient.
Right.
In
But they have
California,
it.
in California where I live, they have In-N-Out Burger, and you ask it for animal style, but it's not on the menu. And the animal styles, they just put everything on it.
Right.
They just throw everything on it.
Well, there's special, usually it's grilled onions and
Yeah.
the mustard is fried
So why
into
wouldn't they
it.
put that? The thing I don't get is, why do you have to have a secret menu that only, like a secret code
The
word?
insiders.
Well, whenever I
It's
think of
ridiculous.
anchovies on a pizza, though, I think of the secret menu of that movie in the 80s. Was it the 80s, I think? 89, something like that. Loverboy.
There was an anchovy pizza in that movie?
It was all about a what do you call a male prostitute?
Gigolo?
Gigolo.
It was a young
Delivered
kid.
pizzas?
Delivered pizza. And if a woman asked for extra anchovies,
Yes.
she wanted the extra.
Oh, I
did
don't
see that
remember
movie.
that.
I remember that, actually.
So whenever I think
that's
of
our
that-
genre. That's
Who
our-
orders extra
It's
anchovies,
in our
really? I mean,
wheelhouse.
anchovies are there'd only be a couple on there. You're not going to, if
too
you bury a
powerful.
pizza with anchovies, you
too
may as well
powerful.
just get a can of Morton salt and pour it down your throat.
I love anchovies right out of the can. Ooh,
No, come on now, Joe.
love it.
See, I got to have just the essence. Especially like in a Caesar salad. When you make a good Caesar, you don't put a pound of anchovies.
No.
You
Chop.
mix it up, you get the essence.
Crack the egg.
The flavor.
Now,
Crack the egg in there,
Now,
yeah.
Coach, you have somebody on the Twitch chat room that is
I do.
that saw that you were on here and they went, Coach
No
Henry.
way.
His name is Pig Nose. What is the heck is that guy's name? Pig Nose, Zaza.
No, pig nose are flat.
Oh, pig nose are flat. What the hell does that mean?
I have no idea.
Here's the question.
Pig
He
noses
says,
are flat.
when you play the Wissahickon Braves right next to the great cheesesteak joint D'Alessandro's, even if you lose, you win because you get a cheesesteak and a. Do the
he's
kids get the
absolute-
Stella Artois deal
He
too
is
when they go over there?
absolutely correct. He is absolutely. You do win if you lose there, actually.
But if you
I'd love to
lose-
know who that is.
If you lose, though, you will not be happy, though.
I will not be happy now.
Are you a favorite? What's the line in that game? What's the early number in Wissahickon?
I'm going to say we're plus. We're minus 14. Like, I'm expecting to leave by halftime to go to my daughter's softball game. Did you hear that, Chris and Ben?
Wow.
I expect to leave at halftime to go to my daughter's softball game in Quakertown.
Here's another one. Yo, Tone says, don't sleep on Chubby's across the street. The grub is great there, too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Two battling cheesesteaks.
But it's amazing, though. But nobody ever goes in Chubby. Everybody's in line. It's the D'Alessandro's, and they're right across the street.
Name. It's the D'Alessandro.
Hey. Hey.
Got some Godfather music there?
Hey. I don't have any Godfather. Hey.
Guy Tony Bruno doesn't have any Godfather music.
Hey, yo.
Man, God.
That's the only thing I have. That's not a Godfather.
The reason
movie.
why
Get the cannolis,
is,
nothing?
as a good Italian, he frowns upon the whole
That's right.
glorifying mafia.
God, that's my favorite movie of all
I hate
time.
all those mob movies.
Tony doesn't
I hate
like
it.
it.
Wow, that's
because
crazy.
it glorifies the mafia, and he does not approve.
Mafia, they're not good guys, by the way. This just in, the Mafia's not good guys. They're not the heroes.
But they had some good stories, too.
I don't care about the
They
stories.
have good cannolis in those stories.
You don't need to be a
Big
mobster
Italian
to have a
weddings.
good cannoli. Anybody can go get a good cannoli.
So you like the Bronx Tale, the bus driver attack?
That's the only one I like. Yeah,
I like that.
I like that. That's the only one where De Niro wasn't a mobster, I think.
Right. He was a bus driver. And he didn't like mobsters in that movie. So.
I got some mob movie stuff in here. Let's get back to football, though. Did you see what happened in New England today? They lost their kicker, Stephen Gostkowski, the best kicker in their history, next to the other guy who won them 3 Super Bowls. And you see who they brought in today? They brought in 7 different kickers to New England to audition, and they finally signed on Ted Nugent. They has their new kicker. No, Mike Nugent.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
I'm joking. I wanted to see if you caught the Ted Nugent
I was going to
reference.
say Ted's cousin.
Mike Nugent has kicked for 7 teams. 5 playoff games, though. So they brought in all these different guys. The favorite guy they brought in was a guy who was a rookie a couple years ago for the San Diego Chargers. And he was 3 for 6 on field goals, and they got rid of him in 2017. The best name in sports, Young Ho Koo. Young Ho. I'm not making this up. That's the guy's name.
Koo.
Young Ho was his first name.
Right.
Young Ho Koo, K-O-O. And isn't it ironic that Robert Kraft would bring a Young Ho into New England?
I was waiting
after
for
what
it.
happened to him. You can't make this up.
I was trying to put it together.
Usually, he usually goes to Florida for that kind of action. He brought one up there into New England this week.
Crafty man.
And guess what? He signed him too, even though they took Mike Nugent. They signed this kid to the practice squad as a backup kicker because you can't let young talent get away. Especially young Ho.
No, we're through on that one. We're you on that one.
I know there's children in here. It's just a joke. Come on.
We're talking about garden tools. Come on now.
Exactly. Meanwhile, let's get back to it. So that's the end. That's the story. And then the other sad story today. Did you see this about Sports Illustrated?
No. What was it?
Sports Illustrated just announced the other day they're all excited about another good year of football. And Sports Illustrated's legendary. I mean, the covers, everything about it has been amazing. So after they announced that everything was back and everything's running well, the Wall Street Journal and a couple of other websites announced that they are eliminating 40 to 50 more jobs at Sports Illustrated. And just like every other major publication, we're seeing this happening to newspapers and magazines. Like ESPN, the magazine doesn't publish anymore except the body issue every year. Sports Illustrated, they still have copies of it because people want to get that cover.
They like the paper, the actual.
They want
book.
the actual cover, and they can post it and keep it around and put it in a frame when your favorite player's on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
You said
so
40
now,
or 50 people.
Yeah,
all they let go, and that's
pretty. They're
big.
wiping the place out
Okay.
because Sports Illustrated was bought out by somebody else, and then somebody else comes in, and the CEO has to say, "We got to cut some staff here." And so what do? They don't cut executives.
You might say you're sad, Tony, but I'm excited. You know what this means?
What?
Viral web. It's gonna be
No,
on the
this
web.
means that shoe phone is going up in value. That
Oh
I
yeah,
still
the
have.
old Sports Illustrated get
Oh yeah.
No, I don't wanna
get that when you got the
Yes,
subscription.
exactly.
Oh wow.
That's really nice. People are losing their jobs, Robin, and you're making jokes about stupid phones.
Hey, I'm earning money any way I can, Tony.
Make money while you sleep, right?
So we'll pour one out for our good friends over there at Sports Illustrated.
Wow. It'll still be.
I'm sad to see it.
Yeah,
It'll
I
be
am
a great
too.
mag. It's not going away.
I'm sad to see the move away from.
Paper and ink.
Yeah.
It's all about digital.
Sad to see.
I love it when they call me
necessary, but
Big Papa.
Viral. Got to be viral. Like
We're
mine.
coming back. The Philly Godfather's still ahead. He's going to join us. I see Tony in the back.
There
He's
he
finally
is.
there.
There's Tony. There he is.
I had to have shrimp tonight. No beets. Beets. I'm okay. Don't make a pizza though. I'm full of that. Thank you, Tony. It was great last week though. How great was that pizza, man?
Fantastic.
It's phenomenal.
I broke
Honestly,
my keto diet for
it was the
Tony's
best pizza I've had in I don't know how long. The crust, the sauce, everything.
Beautiful, man. We're coming back. Philly Godfather still ahead. And then, of course, after the show ends in a half an hour, we will have the Bruno chairs. The thrones will be available, and there'll be fabulous prizes. But
and we'll add 2 more chairs tonight.
Thrones.
2 more chairs? Is this like musical chairs? Are we going to pull one out when somebody tries to sit down?
We have 2 in the house. We're adding 2 more.
Wait, how
tonight.
many chairs? How many thrones are there going to be now?
4 thrones.
Four by the time we finish tonight.
4 thrones. Okay, the music would have been.
All right, Josh is going to yell at me now. We got to come back.
Okay.
We're taking a break. Much more still ahead.
Godfather on the other side.
The Philly Godfather. We're live at the Screwballs on a Thursday night.
Hour number 2 of Thursday Night Football Countdown to Kickoff Show is being sponsored by the Philadelphia Federal.
Dude.
Robin, could you tell Tony if he went a little Game of Thrones in his segments once a show, the fan base would.
I know.
They're ravenous.
They are ravenous.
No, they're over it now.
No, they're not.
No way.
Oh, no. Because it ended way before people wanted it to end, and then it ended badly.
The first show, I watched the first episode one time at the beginning of a snowstorm, and I binge watched like 4 years through that whole storm.
I did the same
And
thing.
couldn't
So
turn away.
I was homesick. It was a rainy Saturday. It was.
It's like
shortly-
when Kennedy got shot. Everybody knows what they were doing
yes.
when they watched the Game of Thrones
Yeah,
or 9/11.
We had just moved into Dockside. We just moved to Philadelphia. I was sick. I'm home alone.
Henry,
I'm like
who has the tickets?
I'm going through all the channels, and I come across, and this is the scene. It was Daenerys. It was the end of the first season, I believe. Maybe it was the second season.
When he got poisoned?
No, it's where she walks into the fire with the dragons, or like with eggs, and then
right.
she right.
And she doesn't burn.
She walks in, and then when she comes out, she's naked, and she has little baby dragons on her
Oh,
shoulder.
what a great! Yeah, yes. What
and
a
I'm
great
like,
scene.
what is this?
It was.
And I was hooked, and I binged. So then I went back and I watched everything. I don't remember. Was that the end of first season or the second?
I think
season?
that. I think second.
That was the second.
I
So
get
then
them all mixed up now.
I know, I do
I
too.
watched it twice, the whole thing. So I got hooked
I don't know
when
why we dropped out. That's bugging me.
the main characters that you never thought would get killed were getting killed in the most
I know.
graphic,
The dad.
original way of getting killed I've ever seen in my life. I've just never seen how these people would kill people back then. It was
when
nuts.
the father got killed,
Right.
beheaded.
Yes.
That I was like,
I was
what?
like, what? Like he's
How
the
can he
main,
die?
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And then they had so much.
Are
more
we
after
still
that.
reliving Game of Thrones, for
Yeah,
God's
it's
sake?
going to be
Yes.
for a long time. I
No,
miss
it's
it.
not.
I do miss it. They did rush the last season.
So
They
AJ
acted
says
like
as of the end of season 1, Robin.
I'm saying, man.
Okay, that was the
it's-
end of season
It
one.
was a great watch.
It was
a great
fantastic,
watch.
but I'm so disappointed in. Well, they changed writers that last season.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I did go a little off of. The writer. I thought it was brilliant. All the storylines going on at one
It
time.
was.
And I thought that I forget her name because I can never remember all the names. But the one who did the assassin, little girl,
Yes.
Arya, right?
Yeah. No name.
Yeah. So she never put on. I thought she was going to put on somebody's face and kill the ice guy.
The ice guy. Well, she ended up. I mean, the thing was that
That was the only one that was going to do the killing.
up until
And
that
Josh,
last
we have The Godfather
the last
coming up,
several
right?
shows, you never expected it. Those last several
Yeah, you
shows,
can bring 'em
everything
up,
was
or
predictable.
you can get them for.
It was
You're right.
all predictable, but
Yeah.
it was so
By
disappointing.
the time we get into
I
the
think there's
break,
going to be
that's fine.
another one about her, Arya.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do something.
I think it's a Little Mermaid, wasn't she in that?
That's Ariella. Two very different
try,
women. But Arya
we go,
was a
Nick.
hot redhead.
Wait a minute, something's going wrong. Someone's on the phone.
Gotta give a shout out to my boy Josh back in the studios. Nobody's cranking out.
No, he's jamming.
He's cranking out the best music you can have on a countdown to kickoff.
That's not on any rundown either, Tony.
And that's a white boy over there,
good stuff.
too, cranking up all this good R&B and that kind of stuff. Good job, Josh.
Tone,
South Philly Italian kid. Get it right.
Exactly right, man.
We're gonna test the will of the Eagle fans, our chair winners tonight, and see what decision they will make. We're going to test their confidence. We're going to test their passion. We're going to test if they're real or not. They have to make a decision. That coming up.
I can usually tell if they're real or not right away, but that's just because I have experience in that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I lived in L.A. for 11 years, so you know.
We'll test it tonight.
We will.
What decision will they make?
This will be. This is going to be a big deal here.
Yeah.
You know, because people think, are you really giving away tickets to Dallas and Green Bay and season tickets? And they think this is a lie. You know who else they want to know about all the time too? Philly Godfather.
The Godfather.
Got the music?
I believe he's here now.
There we go.
The Godfather music.
Get money, yo.
Oh, man. What's up, brother? Philly Godfather. Give you a call back in a little bit.
East Coast, Philadelphia, born and raised.
Yeah.
In the streets is where I spent most of my days.
Yeah.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Went against my dad's wishes when I dropped out of school. But mom didn't raise no fool, nor a rookie. My life took a change when I found my first
As a
bookie.
wise man
Ditching
once
the
said,
streets, full of drugs, thugs, and thieves trying to get this paper. And a cheesesteak.
What do you want? I want winners too, baby. Philly Godfather, he's been absolutely on fire.
On fire, brother.
I mean, he just spits out quality stuff. He doesn't just wait till Thursday and Friday. Like by the hour, you go to Philly Godfather on Twitter. I mean, the guy is fire, and he's ready for the Thursday night game. Philly Godfather, how you feeling, man?
Getting ready to fire. We got two teams here that I think are a little overrated playing each other. The line opened up, the Rams made a 2-point favorite, and when they got exposed over the weekend, that line shifted, and now Seattle's a 1.5-point home favorite. Total went from 48 to 49. And I think this one's actually a tough game to handicap. If you look at how L.A. won this year, they beat the Panthers. The Panthers turned the ball over 3 times in Week 1 to give them that game. Week 2, they're up 6-3 at halftime, and Breeze gets hurt. Week 3, the Browns were knocking on the door, should have won that game. Bad coaching gave them the victory. And last week, like I said, they get exposed to the Buccaneers in a shootout. This Rams team is definitely overrated, in my opinion. But the Seahawks don't impress me either. They beat a winless Bengals team by a point.
Yep.
They beat a weak Steelers team without Big Ben. We're losing 27-7 to the Saints until they score 20. Beat up on a bad Arizona team. So, I mean, this game's a coin flip. Two teams that are overrated, in my opinion.
Yep.
I think the Rams are slightly better on offense and defense. I like the Rams here, plus the 2 points, but what I like more is the over. I like the over 48 or 49. That's the bet I made today.
You and I, once again, brilliant minds think alike, because I released the Rams a little earlier tonight, and for all the reasons you said. You look at the numbers, Pete Carroll, but then you have to look at the numbers, and I agree the Rams are overrated. And I think Seattle, everybody's going crazy about Seattle. They barely beat the Cincinnati Bengals at home in the opener. And you mentioned Arizona, they won at there 27-10 with a rookie quarterback. They lose to the Saints without Drew Brees. And then they barely beat Pittsburgh 28-26. So, we know how good they are, but is that really good?
Yeah, like I said, both these teams are overrated. I think the 49ers win that division. I actually think the 49ers get to the NFC Championship game. So if you want to put a future on them right now, I suggest you fire. But, yeah, both these teams are overrated.
The Philly Godfather, ladies and gentlemen, never
NFC
overrated.
Championship game.
Now, there are some people who are saying that the 49ers
Is that
also.
the marble?
I love it.
Now, see, once again, you got Coach Racich here, always having to be that wise guy. Always have, and I don't mean a sharp wise guy.
That's why he called me the Marvel.
Wasn't he on the Packers?
Yeah, he was on the Packers.
Listen, this is what it comes down to. The 49ers
First of all,
are 3-0,
Steve, hold
right?
on a second.
Teams that
Steve,
start off 3-0,
some of us know the real
get to
name
playoffs
Godfather.
75%
I know it's Steve. I know Steve. I've met Steve. I know Philly Godfather.
Stevie the Peter. Listen.
But this
The
is why I like
Packers
the
blew that
49ers to win
game, by the way. They were on the goal line, first and goal, and threw 4 passes. Like, come on, man. Don't act like everybody walked away with a Golden Bear trophy here.
Unbelievable.
But I have to take Seattle because they're at home.
All right, I got to ask you about Temple tonight.
Yeah.
Big favorites in ECU. What do you think?
Man, ECU always seems to cover, even though they don't win the games. They're always in tight ones, in close ones. The game opens up 11. It's up to 12 in some spots. East Carolina's at home. I kind of like the dog a little bit, man.
Not to win outright, but to cover the number, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I like them more at 13. I'm hoping it gets to 13 before game time. But, yeah, I think they cover the number. Obviously, they're not going to win outright. Temple's a pretty good squad this year. But I like East Carolina and under.
Another reason why Seattle will lose tonight, they have their hideous lime green pajamas on up in Seattle. They got the full lime green stuff. That stuff doesn't fly in this house. Even Robin, who likes all those, she likes those pastel colors. That lime green stuff.
Neon
hideous.
doesn't fly on the Bruno flag. So neon will not be on your Game of Thrones shield.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So we're on the same wavelength, Billy Godfather. You posted something earlier today, though. You like to give out little nuggets to people along the way during the week.
Yeah, I do. I tweet so much. I mean, you got to remind me what I sent out there, Tony.
I don't remember what I tweeted 5 minutes ago, so how would I never remember? No, but you always like have a little thing about the bottom, about your little slogan at the bottom. Not tread lightly, I don't think.
Tread lightly because
Coach
you
Racich
want
is a
winners?
lion, something like that.
No, he didn't rip. He didn't rip Henry.
He didn't reference my manhood, right?
No, he
I
didn't.
think Henry's like 0-4 this year on this show, ain't he?
Exactly.
Are you
Last thing.
0-4 this year, Henry?
Yeah, he's 0-4 on the show.
No, I'm not.
Yes, he is.
Wait a second. I picked Tampa when you guys picked Carolina. I mean,
I had 10. Wait a minute,
Henry, you are 0-4.
No, I'm not 0-4. I lost the first time was last week.
I'm 5-0 on Thursday nights.
You definitely have the best picks, what I'm saying.
5-0 on Thursday nights. Even the Philly Godfather understands the greatness that you're listening to and witnessing here tonight. Am I right, Steve?
The legend, Mr. Primetime, Tony Bruno. Absolutely.
I suck on Monday night, but Thursday night, man.
You're hot. You're
people
fired.
keep complaining about these Thursday night games, but last week's Eagles-Green Bay game was a classic, was a great game to watch.
It was.
And this game, even though these two teams, they're still two good teams, and they're still going to be very, very interesting as far as this. This should be a decent game. It's not going to be a dog like Cincinnati and Pittsburgh on Monday night.
I was very entertained, Tony. Thank you.
You were?
I was.
You should have just turned it off at halftime.
We were winning.
Yeah.
We were winning finally.
Philly Godfather, always good to talk to you, my friend. You can check him out at Philly Godfather on Twitter and everywhere else. Where else can we find you, Steve?
You can find me at thephillygodfather.com, and as we say that, the line just went to 1.5 even money, and at some of the sharper offshore books, it's down to 1.
Because they listen to the segment. That's what happens. They listen to the segment, and it immediately changes the line worldwide. People are listening in Costa Rica, all over the world tonight, and we just moved the number just by making that selection. That's power right there, man. That's immense power. And you know what they say, with this power comes great responsibility.
Yes, Stan Lee.
And you take the Los Angeles Rams tonight. Billy Godfather, good to talk to you, man. We'll see you soon.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
Henry,
Hi, Steve. Good man, that Godfather's a good man.
I can't believe you are 0-4.
I am not 0-4. I picked
an outrage.
No way Tampa Bay. I lost one game.
The self-proclaimed.
Last week.
There's no way the self-proclaimed.
There's no way. Let's go back to the pick.
This show is 0-4.
Is this show 4?
Is he 0-4?
No. I'm 2-1.
He's the mush on Thursday nights.
I'm 2-1. I'm 2-1.
Put him in the bathroom.
Are you 2-1 or 0-4?
I'm 2-1.
No,
and I'm going to be 3-1 after tonight because I picked Seattle. Please record this. Please remind us next week.
It's documented.
I know we're a day ahead. And you already know the answer because it's the 4th in Bruno's world. But that's how he's so sure of it.
Yeah.
He's a dang time traveler. This guy.
It's because he has friends in Australia.
Back to the future.
They're a day ahead already.
And they
all right, we're coming back. We got more to break down before we break down the Bruno Chair segment coming up after the show. But as the most important 5 words in Joe Krause's vocabulary.
Must be present to win.
You could just be must be.
Oh,
you must be present.
No.
That's 6.
Must be present to win.
So it's 5 words.
Yeah. It's actually 6. You must be.
No, you don't.
present
But
to
no,
win.
you get rid of
I
you.
get rid of you.
It's must be present to win. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, when we're
2
talking
more chairs. We're giving away 2 more chairs tonight.
for Tony's purposes, let's just keep the counting to one hand.
Exactly. Yeah.
Too
If
much.
I go to the second hand, I lose track. We're coming back. We're live at Screwballs and King of Prussia Thursday night countdown to kickoff, baby.
Hour number 2 of Thursday Night Football Countdown to Kickoff show is being sponsored by the Philadelphia Federal
Yes, everybody knows Tony's math skills.
What math skills?
Yeah, exactly.
Mad Libs.
Your math skills, not so much.
Nick, do they have tickets in the bar?
Oh, I forgot to bring them again. I have extra ones.
Yeah,
if
we
you
gotta
need
bring
me.
them with
I'll
us.
bring
What's
them.
that, the tickets?
I have tons of tickets back at the house.
You're not fading the Philly Godfather, Dean. You are not fading the Philly Godfather,
No.
bro.
He lives right around the corner from the landmark. We got it right around.
Philly
from,
Godfather does?
Right, Godfather does. Yeah.
We got to get him in the house.
Yeah, we got to get him in the house. Yeah.
Absolutely. Is it just me, or is the house really loud again? Are you deaf, Nick? No, I can hear it through the headphones. You're deaf. You need a hearing aid. Exactly.
Can you hear me now?
The boy is deaf. I thought I was deaf.
What up, Syracuse 44?
And Joe Kraus, I figured out what he needs.
What?
He needs one of these
On-off buttons?
on-off buttons.
What do I need?
You need one of these things that I have that you can, no matter where you are, you can turn yourself on and off.
I need that.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
No, but this way I can turn my mic on and off without having to ask somebody
Oh,
else.
that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes I forget and I do.
You
yeah.
forget, and then we hear you breathing.
Yeah.
Heavy breather.
Do I breathe heavy in the headset?
Yes.
No, he doesn't. You know who does? Colin does, because I don't think he has it in the right spot. He breathes.
Oh, it's him.
It's all about where
Yeah,
it
I
is.
didn't- I didn't hear you today, but I
Shit,
heard.
am I heavy? Do I breathe heavy in
No,
the
you
headset?
No,
don't.
I've heard you other times.
No, I didn't hear it.
But maybe it was Colin, and I thought it was Joe.
How many seconds? So this is our no. We have 2 segments, right? We have Is this the last segment coming up?
The
Yeah,
crowd
this is
at
it.
the bar is actually really good.
Yeah.
I should turn the mic or the camera over. I'll do that the next segment so people can see the crowd.
Thank you, David Conrad in Las Vegas.
Yes, thank you very much. 100 bits. That would be, well, it's not quite buying us a drink, but it's buying us a condiment.
Condiment.
So I asked the waitress for
Melissa?
Our Melissa. I asked the waitress Melissa for our usual drink, and the bartender misunderstood. So normally here they've been serving the vodka crayons in the tall glasses, and I said that I wanted a short glass, but she gave me like the what would you call these? These are like the Collins glasses. They're even smaller than the short glass.
No, they're like basically shot.
They're
shot
they're
glass.
like slightly bigger than shot
All right, here we go,
glasses.
John.
And fueled by IBEW Local 98. John Doherty, Business Manager.
Who's this bad man giving out Thursday night locks every single week here live at Screwballs? They call me Shaft. No, you're not getting the Shaft on this show. You're getting the Stone Cold Guaranteed Lead Pipe Thursday night locks. I got to tell you, just Josh, tonight I got to give him
Major
5
props.
stars.
5 star for John.
I don't know where he found his music collection, but he's killing it tonight, man. Absolutely killing it.
Am I breathing heavy in the headset?
No, I think that's Robin. No, you're not breathing. Well, you're breathing, I hope. I mean, who's that? I'm talking about Shaft. You're damn right. Can you dig it? Damn right. We got update on the baseball game going on now. Your Atlanta Braves. In fact, we're going to go to I believe that the former Philly great Mike Maddox is ringing the bullpen phone. Down in Atlanta tonight, the Braves lead 3-1 against the St. Louis Cardinals, and they are now in the bottom of the 7th. So right now, Braves up 3-1. They broke the tie with the bases loaded, knocked in a couple of runs in the 6th, 3-1 in the 7th, and they have already gone to the bullpen, and the Braves have men on first and second with one out in the bottom of the 7th inning. So we're keeping an eye on that game. We got football starting up in the next hour. We got more baseball later on. We got Temple football. We got people with umbrellas in Atlanta. Is it raining in Atlanta now? It's like 85 degrees today. I see a couple of umbrellas, but like 2 in the entire stadium. Doesn't look like it's raining to me. And they just got a double play ball. Oh, no, Freddie Freeman is not happy right now. Freddie Freeman just uttered a profanity on national television. He hits a ground ball. I mean, he lines out to first, and then the throw to second. Double play, and he throws down the bat and uses bad words, and kids are now upset and asking their parents, what did Freddie Freeman just say, Mom? He said 3-1 going to the 8th. And now the coach is here. Joe Krause. Joe, are you getting excited about what's going to happen as soon as this show ends, other than breaking down the set and going home?
We got our two chair winners from last week, both back in the house tonight. We're going to pick 2 more chair winners tonight.
So wait a minute, 4 chairs totally?
We're going to have 4 chair total, and the 2 winners from last week, from last Thursday night here at Screwballs, will be forced to make a decision tonight.
Will LeBron James be here to be a part of the decision? I don't think it's legit unless LeBron comes down through smoke and then comes down on the stage,
claps his chalk
chalk up in the air, and then makes the decision.
And even though we're not on the marquee,
yes,
that's got to change. I didn't even know.
I may have to bring my own banner and hang it outside.
We got to put a banner outside.
So what's your score tonight of the game?
I don't give scores. I just give winners.
Okay.
I just give winners.
Henry,
Nobody cares about the final score.
I'm going to go 38.
I still can't
35
believe you. I'm
Hawks.
shocked.
I'm 2-1.
I have not been paying attention because I've been doing other stuff normally on Thursdays. I can't believe you are 0-4 as you sit here.
This is the 4th week. I can't be 0-4.
Yeah, no, because one week I made a pick on the game and the over-under. That's why I'm 5-0 coming into play, even though this is week 5.
You're counting the over-unders and all that.
Only because one week I made 2 plays. Now, I could go 2 plays tonight, too, because Philly Godfather and I are on the same wavelength. We're both taking the Rams plus the point, plus we're also taking the over, because I think both of these teams will score
if you hit on
a lot
both
of
those,
points.
you're counting that as, so you'll be 7-0 going into next week.
That's correct. So if I can hit these 2 tonight, I will be 7-0 through week 5, just on Thursday night.
Change your name from Mr. Monday to
Mr. Monday Night is treading water right now.
Thursday.
Mr. Monday Night's losing his alacrity, his intensity, and everything else that he used to have.
You just get better as the week goes on.
Yeah, I'm a Thursday night guy now, and Sunday I'm solid too. So, but I'm still ahead. I'm still in the plus on Monday nights. I'm 4-3 now, the record. That's not great, but 5-0 is good. And then on Sundays, I got the totals here, Robin. Let me get my totals out. Right now, I'm 20-9 coming into play tonight on my NFL
pretty
picks.
Impressive.
20 wins, 9 losses, 5-0 on Thursday night, 4-3 on Monday night, and 11-6 on Sunday. So 20-9. That's pretty profitable.
That's good money.
What's the percentage there? Because I'm not good at math. 20 wins and 9 losses. What's the winning percentage?
Real quick, the other TB just picked Seattle. The other TB. Not
who, Terry Bradshaw?
Yeah, the less known one than you.
No, Terry Bradshaw. He's a TB.
Yeah,
I love
TB.
Terry Bradshaw.
What's
those guys already judged.
What's the percentage? I'm not good at math either. What is it?
So let's see.
So you're at what of what?
20-9.
How do you?
20-9. So obviously if you're 10-10, you're 500. You're 50%, right? It means you got 50% winners, 50% losers. So if you got 20-9. I don't know what the percentage
9 is. What percent?
Anybody got a calculator, an abacus here?
9
Josh,
is what percent of 20? Someone figure that out. Tina could do
That's
that.
68.9%.
69%.
No,
68.9.
68.9. Why not just say 69%? Can we just
why not just say damn near 70?
It's like a gas station. Why do they still have the
70.
9?
Round up.
Round up. You're 70%, Tom.
69% accuracy. Is that good?
It's my year of birth.
1969?
Tony,
Yes, sir.
69 is always good.
Well, I mean, it
There's
depends
really
on who you
rare
talk
reads.
to.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm
there could
saying?
be some-
See, it's good that Robin could say that.
Yes.
I
'Cause
can't
now we
say
won't
that.
get in trouble. She says it.
Liz Dolga,
That's
38.
Liz. Liz, the wait. Liz.
Where's Liz?
Formerly of Peppers. I mean of.
Yes,
Screwballs.
I said what's been happening
Peppers.
there.
That's
What is peppers?
That's
How is
the
it-
other Italian place
That's
down
people
the
are
street.
saying it's 67%. It's not 67%.
Liz said it was 67.
Who came up with 68.9?
Josh
did.
is spot on.
Josh is a gambling degenerate. He does all these gambling things.
He's spot on.
Josh, are you sure it's 68.9%? I want to be accurate on the show.
He's Rain Man
Well, if you're
esque.
20 and 9, that means you have to divide 20 into 29.
20 into
You divide
29.
20 into 29.
So what you do is you get out of the calculator, you divide 20 by 29,
Uh-huh.
and it comes out with a decimal percentage.
I got
Right.
And it's 20. That's
I used to tutor math to make
68.9%.
money, okay? I know,
He
I
used
know
to
this.
tutor math, and then we have these people jumping on the Twitch stream giving us bad information. And that's one thing I won't tolerate on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Guys got
We
to make
don't-
money, you know?
We don't
Yes.
want any guesstimates. We want
We
exact.
want the exact
It's a
percentage.
science.
It is science. So it's 68.9, Josh?
That is
That's what
correct.
the calculator says.
That's what the damn calculator says. That's all I need. It's good enough for me. So all you people,
By the way, you're doing better than my college football picks. I'm only at 67%.
it's an outrage. No, that's not bad. College is easy though, man. College football. Just take the over, take the one team that's favored by 50, they're going to win by 60. That's how it works. Unless you got bad beats. I know, I already did that story earlier about the mayor of Atlantic City. Where have you been?
He resigned.
Oh, he did resign
Did he
tonight?
resign?
He resigned.
30 seconds.
Speaking of that, I'm about to resign right now. No, we're gonna thank everybody. We want to thank the Philly Godfather. We want to thank John McMullen
20 seconds.
and everybody else, the coach, and Joe Krause, and Ben, and
Bears.
Robin, and Josh back in the studio. Be careful out there, all right? We'll see you back on Sunday for
10
Eagles
seconds.
Game Day Live. In the meantime, have a great night, everybody, and let's go
5,
Rams.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank
The
you,
Thursday
Josh.
Night Football
Good job,
Countdown
man.
to Kickoff Show with Tony Bruno
Have a good
and
night,
Harry
folks.
Mays.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks,
A
Josh.
Jacob
Good stuff,
Media
man.
Sports presentation.
Fantastic. We are still here on Twitch, Tony Bruno. As I am winding down, I want to make sure to give everybody their due. And,
Anthony Russo, baby.
and put the credits up.
know him?
So, Tony, do you want
Quarterback
oh,
for Temple.
S Falcon saying Robin, check your Twitter, which I will do
Not
right
Christopher
now.
Russo, of course, the Mad Dog.
Tony Bruno, Coach Henry, if you could.
He had to resign, man.
Coach, if you could put your headsets back on just really quick, and anybody that has any questions for either Tony or Coach Henry before we sign off, since you guys are hanging in there on the Twitch live channel, we appreciate it so much. State your questions right now. They have your undivided attention, or you have their. I had it wrong.
Now you know who that is, right?
No.
Pignosy.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Pig noses are flat.
Oh,
Who-
pig noses are flat.
Yes.
Two chicks at the.
That's pretty complicated.
It is.
So pig noses are flat. Which,
know who else's nose is
obviously,
flat?
you know Coach Henry. Are you willing to give your real name so that he knows who you are?
It's got to be somebody that knows you, Coach.
It has to be.
Obviously.
And GZ, man, thank you, sir. Had fun. It's always fun when we go out. I love being out with the people. You know, I do the show in our basement in our wine cellar every day, and we get to talk to all these people who are listening and watching from all over. Oh, the Cardinals have just homered. It's a 3-2 ball game at the top of the 8th.
Now, Steve, I S Falcon 39. I saw it. This is S Falcon 39 sent me a screenshot of his computer watching this show right now live.
Beautiful, man.
So
Beautiful.
thank you. And we will be back again now tomorrow. Tony, for those of you who have been listening during the week, you might know that Tony's having a little issue. Nothing serious, but painful. And so he's going into the doctor tomorrow. So
Tomorrow morning at 9:30.
So there is a question
We
as
will
to
go
what-
live on the Twitch stream.
No, we are not.
And
From the doctor's office.
I will be actually using
No.
one of those little cameras that they insert into your body.
Okay.
You know, when they do like a scope. That's what
I
I had an arthroscope on my knee for meniscus, and they make 3 holes. You know,
I had the same thing.
And then one thing, they put the camera in so they can see it.
Right.
So I will use one of those special cameras tomorrow to bring you the live,
If Tony
local,
is on
and late.
propofol, he's going to think we're doing that. But we will not, because it's usually during lunchtime, and I'm not going to do that to people.
No,
so
I'm
we will
joking
not
with
be going on live on camera. However, I might just have the camera live when he wakes up from his nice little propofol nap, because
They better give me propofol.
I hope so.
They
Ketamine.
better. Huh?
They might give you ketamine, the horse tranquilizer.
No, I don't want ketamine.
Well, usually they give you propofol. Though.
I'll have
like,
Ketel One, but I'm not having any ketamine.
Well, I had my
Same effect.
I had my very first colonoscopy this year,
Right.
and they gave me propofol, and oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God,
different
it was
because
fantastic.
I had one too, and they did the same thing. But I'm not having a colonoscopy.
I have to get all that done. I'm turning 50, so
See, I
gotta
just
get
turned
Yeah, you
the
got
50.
it. That's when I had my first one.
Yeah.
I had my first one at 60.
I know you were
colonoscopy.
way late on that, Mister.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah, you were. Literally, right? No pun. Ooh, through the O comes a.
So yes. So tomorrow we are
will definitely
hoping,
do a night. No, we'll do a night show.
Pig nose.
Tony,
I'm giving you my promise right now, ladies and gentlemen, that tomorrow night we will go deep into the night from 9 o'clock until midnight.
Well, if they do any kind of operation on you, Tony, I hope they gave you some really
Well, if they're
good
doing an
drugs.
operation, look at that, Bishop Egan Eagles, man, Anthony Russo of your Temple University football Owls. Bishop Egan, yo.
So he wears that under his pads, perhaps? Probably.
I guess.
A la Michael Jordan, North Carolina
Exactly
shorts.
right, man.
Why are we not being able to play the credits? What is wrong with this thing?
I really want to know who Pig Nose is.
He hasn't said it. Has he said?
There's Tony Russo, Anthony's father.
No.
Hey, Tony.
Pig Nose still has not come clean as to who he is. I'm sorry, Henry, Coach Henry.
All right,
Thank
the
you,
mystery,
Liz.
The mystery goes
Yeah,
on.
the mystery
we miss you,
continues.
Liz.
Liz was on.
There's the
She
credits.
is.
So,
I
for
miss
those of
Liz.
you who are tuning in for the very first time, these credits are because we love all of our fans and listeners. Anybody that participates in the show will be in the credits, auto-populated by this fantastic program that I use. If for some reason you participated somehow and you don't see your name there, let me know. I will strive to fix that for the next
We
time.
will go into the night, and we will have a lot of really good stuff tomorrow night.
Yes.
There'll be wine will be flowing. The propofol will be worn off. And what else are we going to be on? You said ketamine.
Ketamine?
Ketamine.
Ketamine's
The
stronger
Rams
than propofol,
will have
right?
dropped their. Will have lost.
I'm with Tony on this one. I'm going with the Rams.
Going with the Rams.
Yeah, I am.
You know what? Because they got beat up on, and they think everyone assumes them to bounce right back. But Seattle's tough, and that stadium's
I
really
totally
tough.
agree
to
with
win.
you, man.
It's tough to win. He's looking a little stressed out, Case.
You know why? You know why I'm going with the Rams? I love their helmets.
Yeah, see, that's what she does. That's what she
Well,
does.
no, that's
scientific.
that is
breakdown.
perpetuating the stereotype in female football picks.
Hey.
Is the color uniforms and stuff.
I never said that I was an expert, but I am right 50% of the time.
Which is a successful bookie.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
50% is successful.
All right, people.
Joe's
Thanks
doing a
again,
giveaway.
everybody here on Twitch, and we will see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right.